Okay, quick afternoon. Oh, that was loose. That's meant to be 100 newton meters. That was almost hand tight. Right, yeah, chain adjustment time. Loosen off the 12mm on the adjuster, the lock nut. Loosen off this one. Is that too loose now? Put a bit of pressure on that so when you do it back up it doesn't loosen the chain, which is weird phenomena. And then about a quarter of a turn either side. Unless of course your spanner don't fit, which you should do because they should be 12mm. I'll try an 11, but I'm sure it's meant to be 12. It's definitely 12. No, that's not so good at all. I'll try a different 12 just in case the jaws on that one have opened up. No, I think we've got a bit of roundy bolty going on. Well, roundy nutty. Adjustables or mole grips. So the problem child is this 12mm lock off nut has been overdone, and as I haven't adjusted the chain since I've had the bike, I'm blaming the previous owner. I can feel it just wants to slip away. I don't know whether the moleys are fit. No. This ain't the 5-minute job it was meant to be. Wonder if I can get the 10 to go. No. What a pig shit. What an absolute pig shit. Who the bloody hell's done that up that tight? Not bloody having it. Bloody welded on it. Innit? I don't think this is actually going to help. Well, I've never known one that tight. I've got a different jaw set up and a different set of moleys. Not really. I'll try these other ones. No. No. And these ones, I think they'd be too. Don't want to touch it. Trouble is, as I say, the spanners. Where do we go from here? We'll loosen off the axle nut. Right, that's hand tight. Now I'm wondering if I can get some movement backwards on this. Oh, too big. Block's definitely free to move. Fucking hell, what the fuck have they done there? Give it a longer bar. Oh, that's definitely off the bolt. Yeah, I think we want some heat on that. Jesus Christ, who does this stuff? Right, let's melt the swing arm, I suppose. I don't know. I'm going to need to move you out of the way. I'll let you know the outcome. More heat and a bit of slapping, I think. Okay, it's gone. Thank fuck for that. I don't know what was welded to what and why, but with the use of repeated efforts of map gas, brute force, slapping it with a hammer, praying to the bike lords, it's come undone. So I'm just going to wind it out and see. I mean, the bolt itself looks alright. It's going to be bloody hot, I know that. Tell you what, you've got a bit of adjustment, haven't you? And the threads in there look good. But look at the indent. Oh, you might not be able to see it. The quite clear indentation in the alley where the lock nut had been done up so tight. I mean, it's minced. It's a little bit minced now, but I'm hoping that'll come off the bolt and I'll just replace the nut. Should really replace both. Perhaps I'll do that. Yeah, I mean, it's coming off. No problem at all. Which is really annoying. But I've never experienced that. And I was genuinely, let's zoom that back a bit, genuinely shitting myself. I was envisaging that snapping off and me having to try and drill a straight hole through the middle of it and then what's it called, tap it out, re-tap the thread, and I don't think I would have drilled very straight. and then I had all sorts of visions of getting a new swing arm and stuff. So thank fuck that's come out. But yeah, the nut can't go back on. That's now chewed up with mole grips and hammering and Christ knows what else. And the bolt itself is nice and straight. Yeah, I was pooping my pants there. I didn't like the visions I was having. I mean, I always look on the worst case scenario anyway, but yeah, that could have been horrendous. Anyway, I'm going to go for some lunch now, calm down a bit, let all this cool down, and then decide what I'm going to do. The other thing was the axle was, I mean, that's quite dry. That was tough to get out of there. So I think I'm going to get the back wheel off, do the bearings, and have a bit of a rebuild on that, and then perhaps see if I can order a new nut and bolt rather than putting that back in. But yes, thank fuck for that. Anyway, go and feed my stomach. Okay, back again. Had a hearty lunch. Been searching the shed, found a nut. The existing bolt and thread are okay, I believe. The old nut is shite, so that can piss off. Found a shouldered nut. Works beautifully on the M8 thread. I think I'm going to put a bit of copper slurp on there to hopefully stave off future fun. I might even put some on the face there as well to hopefully stave off a lot more fun. Yeah, as I kept saying just moments ago, which is what would it be, an hour ago, hour and a half ago in reality, because I've just had my lunch. That was a scary moment. I didn't know which way that was going to go then. So I'm pleased that come out, and I'm pleased all the threads are okay, and I'm pleased the only loss is the nut. But as I say, I won't be doing that up anywhere near as tight as whoever did it before did. But as I said, the oh, it's covered in shit now. The axle was fairly dry, and I had to hammer it out, which shouldn't really have to do, I don't think. So what I'm going to do now is strip it down, take the wheel off, replace the bearings, which was something I was going to do at a later date. But I'm going to, as I say, strip the wheel out and change the bearings. Everything was just a bit too difficult. I think I'll take this one right out and put some copper slip on that as well. But yes, that's what I've decided. I don't know what the time is now, 3:30. 3:30, and I was hoping to get this done. Well, I was hoping to get this done. I don't know why I went quiet then. I was hoping to get this done and clean the Honda up, and that just ain't happening now. Got a bit of something in there that needs digging out. See if that's a puncture. Don't know why I'm pulling that all the way out. No need. No need. Dial up on the threads. For a bit of protection, bit of peace of mind, I think is more the calling. yeah, so I think that's the plan of attack. As I say, I was going to do the bearings at a later date anyway, so just well get on and do them. Right, get this caliper off. Caliper off and the torsion arm out the way. So I need a 12mm socket. So I've not long had this off to clean it up. Funnily enough, I'll do this torsion bar. Take the bracket off the caliper, hang the caliper out the way. Right, that's that out the way. Spacer. That looks as though it's got fairly fresh grease on it. Gritty but greasy. Right, chain off. Chain off and drop the wheel out. Yeah, there's a smell of burning. The grease is quite black, but the bearings quite smooth. Same with that one, that's quite smooth as well. Cush drives look alright. He says, in a world of discovery. This one here, bathed in darkness. Yeah, that's quite horrible. Well, I'll say it's quite horrible. It's graunchy. Yeah. So I think I'll stick with the original idea. That does look fairly fresh. And not gritty. Gritty! Yeah, I'll give these a clean up. Knock them out. Put some new bearings in there. I think is the way forward. So, yeah, let's make some room. Problem now. I bought the bearings to do this ages ago. The trouble is, they've supplied me, look at the size of that bloody thing there, the wrong size for the sprocket carrier. They've given me the right seal, but the wrong one for the sprocket carrier. So, I can't do the sprocket carrier. The ones for the wheel itself are good. So I'll replace them and get another sprocket carrier one and do that at a later date, which I don't like doing, but as I say, this one on the disc side is rather graunchy, so I'll get rid of that. Let's have one of these. And start hammering. The wheel's up on blocks, I don't know whether you can see that, but the wheel's up on blocks. So everything just wants slapping. Hang on a minute, there's a seal the other end, isn't there? No, there's not. Okay, we'll smash out the other end first. That was that. So we got the bearing out. Yeah, it smells a bit burnt, but it's not graunchy or anything. It just smells terrible. So that can go in the bin. Now flip it over. Seating all looks good. That's that. Yeah, that's the graunchy one. You can just feel it, it's just like there's little bits of grit in there. I mean, it's not terrible. It stinks, but yeah, not terrible. And the ones that are going in are Koyos from Japan. Not the frying pan, from the Japan. Right, I do believe that in past bearing fitting videos I've put grease on this. Is that a little bit burred there? That's a disgrace. Yeah, I believe in. Oh, it's gone. Bit of shite. In previous bearings that I've done, I've actually greased the bearing, but you're not meant to. I don't think. The outer race doesn't move, or it shouldn't move. If it does, you've got problems. And it's is it an interference fit? Is that what they're calling it? What are the kids calling it these days? Interference fit? And then we want something just to finish that off, and I think it's a 36mm. Yeah, 36mm socket fits, because you want to hit the outer shoulder. You don't want to hit obviously the seal, and you definitely don't want to hit the middle bit, because that will push it through. So something like that. In fact, you could go 38. Well, I ain't got a 38. There you go. Tone changes, and you're all the way home. Where am I? There we go. That's a bit better. So now the underside. So I want the tube in. Which is what the axle sits in, isn't it? Let's clean that face up a bit. Looks good. Get some grease. Something like that. And then this one doesn't quite want to go home, I don't think. Or else you pinch your tube in position, which makes it very difficult the next time round to get anything back out. I think that's about it. And then this side gets a dust washer. Put some grease on this. Oh, have a look. Bloody useless. Yeah, so it's been a day. Well, it hasn't been a day. It's been a few hours of trials and tribulations with the chain adjuster, and then not having the right bearing to do this. To do this in its entirety. Stop the shit getting in there. So yes, unfortunately it's just the sprocket carrier. Which is a bit of shit. Let's get that seal off. Let's make sure that's the right size. That's the right. Is that the right size, or is that a bit fucking loose? I don't know, it should be good. Yeah, that's that one out. Yeah, it smells a bit burnt. As you should see if it's the... Oh yeah, here's the right size. That would have been funny. But that is... fucking gloves. Okay, let's get the worst. Get what we can reach anyway. So it is quite smooth operation. I'll pack a load of new grease in there. And see about getting another one. Well, if nothing else, it smells better. That's what she said as well. Dirty cow. Right, seal. Can't undo the fucking grease pot now. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's... Do you know what I mean? It's... You know when you go to do one of them jobs and it's like, that's 5 minutes, and here we are. Here we are, hours later, still enjoying the ambience of the shed. Not I'm moaning. Oh no, I wouldn't be bloody moaning. No, not me. I don't know why I'm bothering with the red stuff. There's enough of that other grease in. Beautiful. Beautiful, apart from them sending me the wrong bloody bearing. Okay. What else do I need to do? I need to clean that brake disc off because I think I've got grease on that. This is where the sprocket carrier comes out and kills me. So let's clean that off. That's better. Now chuck it back on the bike. Let's give this a wipe. Right, that's ready. Ready for a bit of grease. Okay, back to the bike. Anyone spot the deliberate mistake? Yeah. Clean up these spacers a bit as well. Forgot the bloody spacers, didn't I? Doofus. Right, that's that. Now to the bike. Okay, probably. Sprocket carrier and spacers all together. I'm just going to stick that on the floor and push that sprocket carrier in properly. That's better. So, what do we want? When do we want it? On the spacer this side. With some red grease on it. Well, that's not strictly true. It's the grease is red in colour, but it's not red grease. And there you go. Take it out of that. And then this side, we want the spacer, also with some gunk on. Bit like that. And then we want the axle. Which again can have that's probably far too much. And it doesn't actually spin, does it? So it's the spacer and the inner of the bearing of the wheel bearings that spin, not this. Right, a bit of that, a bit of that. Now we need grease-free gloves, pair number 658. Put that in there. Beautiful. So, adjuster block, washer, nut. That'll be me, the nut. Chain on. Chain on. Beautifully smooth. And then adjust it up, which is what I was going to do about 2.5 hours ago. Bloody bikes. Ain't they fun? Right, adjusters. Yeah, I think there's on about 7 marks out on the adjusters. 3, 6, so that's 7. That's on the 7. 3, 6. That's on the 7. And that is like a piano string. Piano wire. It's not a string, is it? Right, that's nice. Caliper time. It is pretty much put spot on. There's the tight spot. Got about 20mm there. How scientific was that? About 20mm. I'll give that another measure. Nineteen and 3. Nineteen and 33 hundredths. I think that's close enough. Right. Oh, here's the missus. Cup of tea time. Tea delivered. Kissing over with. Talking it up. 100 newton meters. Gorgeous. wipe off the excess. Right, so that's that done. Do up the 12mm. Not as tight as the last cauliflower. That'll do. Round here. Hold the 10 while you do the 12. Worse you can undo it. This side. That'll do. Next to no pressure. Under pressure. Oh, look at all the fucking grease there. What a divot. It's just what you want on the brake side. On the plus side, there ain't a plus side. It's just a goddamn mess. That'll definitely do. Right. What we got left? Put the brake caliper on. And put the torsion bar on the brake caliper. You know what, it's probably this, isn't it? I'm messing about with that, and it's the bloody bracket, which actually means I can't undo the bloody wheel again. So what I've brilliantly done, this is another one of those, I'm rushing it and not thinking about it. I've pinched the axle up, which has pinched this in place, and it's slightly out. It's not the torsion bar, it's this. It's just slightly out. So I need to undo. Undo that. Give that a bit of leeway. And then it's this way. Right, move a piece of this. Right, let's try that again. Oh, look at that, it's all working now. Well, I spoke too soon. Amazing. And that's why in no way are these videos a tutorial. Because I, like most bike owners, am a muppet. No offence, guys. Well, if you are offended by that, I've got loads more, a lot worse. I think I went a bit far with that. That's the kitty. Nice chain. Yeah, we're good. That was a long day, but we've got new bearings in the wheel, new grease in the bearing, in the chain sprocket carrier. Let's go with that. Let's try again. New wheel bearings, New grease packed into the sprocket carrier bearing. Greased up. Gorgeous. I think there's a few patches of grease on the tyre. Yeah, there. That I need to get off before I slip all up the road. But yeah, chain tension, bike cleaned. What should have been a couple of hours with cleaning and tensioning the chain has turned into... Oh, and clean the brakes as well. Cleaned all the brakes, so I definitely haven't been idle today. But it is a gorgeous looking bike. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Almost as gorgeous as... Oh, that is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. That's filthy. Anyway, I think that's it. Yes. Put the tools away, drink the tea the missus has just brought me, and go and relax. It's like 5 o'clock now. So it's definitely a 5-hour stint in the shed. And as you saw, very unprofessional. And definitely not a tutorial. Anyway, if you have stayed this long, thanks ever so much, and hopefully I'll see you again. Subscribe and definitely comment. And be as rude as you like. Honestly, I'm very thick-skinned, that's the one. So yeah, go to town, I don't care, go for it. I like a bit of banter. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll try and enjoy the rest of my weekend. Thanks for watching. Ta-ra.